Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I think this will win a lot very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Miami set to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Ball under 36 now. Here's second down and 7. And Wilson in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Checking on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 90 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good. Dolphins. First down.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He was defended by Deron Bland.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The numbers for Swift in last week's ball game: 21 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receiver, get it to other players who can also produce.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down. First and
How
10.
best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now second and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on third and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Here's second and 3.
At the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pick.
Now Allen
Brings up second and 3.
He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's another Jets first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Incomplete. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, Swift to the 43, 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. Or are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Powering forward. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup. And that leads to a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now this time, Allen will throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
19-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Rodgers. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
16 yards. And the Dolphins.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to Josh
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Dolphins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on the punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
It's a gain of 5.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Benson running right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion right is Wilson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Dolphins first down.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's another Dolphins first down.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. He's got Smith here. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on him? They got a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jets first down.
Now Allen. Pass complete there to Harrison. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
At the 16-yard line.
Smith will come in motion right. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run. It's Williams. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphins.
They run over center with Benson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Henderson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Once more with Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Rodgers now to throw. No, ball, don't fumble. It's out, it's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And the defense closes quickly there. And they get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing now is Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll go again with Benson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just have it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And now a run with McBride. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Dotson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Again, it's Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Leads to 3rd down and
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. Allen going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And this pass broke it up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, now Rodgers. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 14.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A give up the middle with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's Quan Martin getting in there to break that one up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the counter, here's Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Jets.
Right back to him on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
At the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Allen. He's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. They swing this out to Giddens. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They run it again with Williams. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 1. A little under 40 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they're farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
That's complete to Brown. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.